Yo, I'm hyped as fuck right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's so beautiful when you stop defining yourself by your past. When you stop saying, this is who I have been, this is what happened to me, this is why I am who I am today. Like, yeah, sure, your traumas, that made you stronger, made you understand life in a different way. But it's not a definition of who you are. You are not defined by these feelings of the past and these past emotions and these things that have happened to you. You are someone new today. And I'm going to be someone new tomorrow. I can change my name tomorrow. I can change how I feel tomorrow. I can change my career path tomorrow. I can change that shit today if I wanted to. But the thing is like, don't fucking take your entire past and say, this is who I am. Look, take my past actions, my past self, and I want you to define me by that. No, no sir. No sir. I think it's beautiful to look back on your past and to say, man, that shit was shit, and I got through that shit, and here I am today, not hanging on to that shit, but that shit made me understand how to navigate life. It taught me how to look an obstacle in the eye and say, hey, fuck you, dog. I got you. I got you. You're gonna teach me something. Yeah. 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 Because life is so cool, bro. Like, when you stop limiting yourself, when you understand that your world, like, right, we all have like a world, okay? Our world is just our world. And our world is different than the earth. And when you understand that your world is subjective to you, your world is not my world. I see the world differently than you, and you see it differently than me. That's fucking dope. But when you understand that you have curated your world, and if you're pissed off, if you're frustrated, if you're just hating life, if you're hating your world, that's a fucking product of this, of your mind, of your perception. My world is dope as fuck. But when you stop limiting yourself to your world, defining your world as this is it. Same thing with you, because you and your world are the same thing. So when you stop defining things in such strict structures, you kick down those walls. You say, no, bitch. Spah! You say, no. No, I'm not letting this define me. This world, this was my world today. This is my world right now. What's my world right now? How do I define that? It's beautiful. It's windy. I'm sitting here talking to a camera. That's kind of weird. Whatever. But you put so much pressure on the structure of your world that you have created, maybe that your family has created for you, the narrative that you've created. There's so much pressure, dog, and you are holding this pressure. You're holding yourself to this pressure. And this is a thing, you know, like, it can be a gift and a curse. Because if you are living off of this narrative that you are this one thing, or this is how the world works, and this is how you are, and this is just how it is. It is what it is. Like, right? That kind of shit. It's also helping you stay motivated, because you're like, I know what I want, or I know what I should want, or I know what the idea of what would make me happy. It's kind of cool because it keeps you motivated, but at the same time, when you just like say fuck all that shit, who do I actually want to be? When I sit in the solitude of nothingness, when I sit with myself in absolute silence, when I sit through the loneliness, when I sit through this feeling of existential crisis where I don't know what I actually want, because all I've been told my entire life is who I should be. I have gone to school, I've read the books that other people wrote for me. I've obtained this knowledge that other people have given me, which has been such a gift and such a privilege. But after that, after high school, after college, you go into a workforce and your boss is, again, training you on who to be, telling you what to do, telling you how to think, telling you what's right and wrong, what's good and bad, and your friends are judging you if you quit that job. Your family is saying, are you sure? And I get it. It's all out of love, because it's all they know is love. It's all they know is protection, is this safety. But when you strip yourself from all of that and you say, what do I actually believe in? What do I actually feel? What do I actually want to do every single day when I wake up? How do I actually want to see the world? The world is so much more saturated than I think it is. The second you allow yourself to feel this saturation, literally you can sit and stare outside and you can, wow. You can step into a different presence. Look, the sun came out as I did that. I'm not saying I did that, but it feels like I'm so powerful of my own reality. And my own reality wanted the sun to come out as I said that. And the sun just reflected exactly what I was looking at. It reflected right off of the green of this plant in front of me when I was talking about saturation. And I wanted to see the saturation of the plant, so I breathed into that. And I breathed into that and the color popped, right? And I love the timing of that. And you might be like, dude, this kid is crazy. This kid is crazy. They think that they're God. I don't. Actually, you know what? I think that you're God. And I think that I'm God. And I think that they're God. And I think that we're all our own gods because we're all the creators of our own world, of our own reality. We are creating our own reality every single day. So, yeah, kind of. But I think you're God too, dog. But you have to give yourself that power. You have to give yourself that acknowledgement that you are God, that you have the ability to create your own world and your own perception, your own reality. Ah, it's so powerful. Ba, ba, ba. Shit. I walk down the street and I look at people and I look at them in the fucking eyeballs. And, okay, tangent. People ask me all the time. I did a podcast on this on my Patreon because someone asked me, Charlie, how do you love people so much? How do you love the world so much? How do you have so much gratitude? And here's my answer in short. Maybe it's not short. It's probably going to be long, if I'm being honest. I feel myself, when I look at everything, I don't see myself as separate. I don't see myself as my world. I see my world as this whole world, as this universe, as nature. I see the leaves getting fucking torn off the trees in the wind. And I feel that. I'm like, yo, congratulations, dog. You're flying now. You're probably gonna die soon. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. But like, you know, a leaf gets torn off the tree. Its source of life is now the source of life as it knew it. It's no longer being fed. So it flies off the tree, lands on the ground. Congratulations. You're now your own thing. And as you are a part of this tree, that's beautiful because you're a part of something bigger than you. You're building something bigger. You're part of this bigger picture. You're part of this beautiful thing that will continue to grow. But you are going to die eventually anyway. And those that hang on, it's beautiful, but they're hanging on through the cold and through the trauma and through the shit when it's winter time, and they're hanging on for dear life just to get a little more food, but they are going to die anyway. They're just too scared to let go and fall into the ground. But those that just get ripped off, that get initiated into the actual world and then get hit on the ground in the dirt and get composted and turn into something else. Now their life for the ground. Now their life for the animals. Now their life going into other animals and into other plants and into flowers and into something greater. The energy is circulated then. It's not hanging on for dear life like, this is all I got. This is the only life that matters. Like, no, it's bigger. It's bigger, and I feel like I was this leaf torn off the tree. I feel like I ripped myself off, and I fell onto the ground, and I had a death, and it was scary. But then I was consumed by the flowers and the coyotes, and I was walked on, and I was picked up, and I was admired, and I was thrown into a river, and I was torn down the river, and I was fucking feeding the fish. And my body went everywhere. Like, this is how I genuinely feel my life is gone. You're like, man, how many drugs have you done, Charlie? Not that many, surprisingly. But yeah, I genuinely feel this, which is kind of weird now that I'm expressing it out loud. But yeah, I'm a fragment of who I used to be. That leaf part of me that was hanging onto the tree, that soul identity, the rooted family maybe, my purpose, my understanding that I am still a leaf. It's still there, right? Shut that off. That leaf fantasy, that leaf thought, I'm still a leaf, dog. But I am a leaf that has transformed into something greater. And that's how I feel myself in the world. I'm feeding the world and it is feeding me. And it's a constant circulation of energy and life and love. And I am giving and I am receiving, and it is receiving and it is giving. And I'm just chilling. I'm just here watching where it fucking throws me next. I'm watching where the river takes me. What picks me up. What part of me lands within something else. And I will feel that something else. And a part of me will be carried there, and I feel that. And a part of me will be carried there, and I feel that. And I am everywhere. And that's how I love life so much, is that I look around and I feel the sunshine feeding me. I feel it and I say thank you. I sit on the ground and I feel it warming my skin, and I say, God, this is cool. And then I go into nature and I feel the trees, and I feel the energy and the frequency of the natural world. And I'm like, wow, thank you. I see people walking by me on the street. We make eye contact. And it's one of those moments where you're walking and it's like double take. And both of you are mesmerized by the sparkle in each other's eyes. God damn. I love that shit. And you know for a second that part of you is in part of them, and part of them is in part of you, and you are meant to be in this one spot together right here. But when you walk around eyes down, avoiding eye contact, you are separated. You are living in your own world, in your own reality, where you are different than other people. I'm no different than you. I see someone being a troll online, bullying people, saying you're crazy, saying you have a God complex, saying that you are fucking insane. You lesbian dyke bitch, I hope you die. Shit like this. And I'm like, man, part of me is within you, dog. Obviously you came to me for a reason. Obviously you're hating on me for a reason. Obviously you triggered me for a reason. And I triggered you. And I see you. It doesn't affect me. All the death threats that you want, I don't care. Because you are hurt. And I have been hurt like this. And maybe you don't want me in your world, and that's okay, but there's a reason for that. And if you're searching out, if there's a reason why I'm on your page right now, while you're watching this and you hate everything I'm saying, there's a reason you're still here. Because part of you resonates with part of me, whether you like to hear that or not. Part of you resonates with part of me, and if you're triggered, there's a reason why you're triggered. If you feel disgusted, there's a reason why you feel disgusted, and it probably isn't because you think it's disgusting. It's probably because there's a part of you that suppresses something just like this. This voice, this action, this way of seeing the world. Maybe you're like, that is fucking impossible, because you could never imagine that. Because you think that it's crazy because you were told that only people who think like this are fucking insane. I might be insane, but I'm fucking happy. I'm fucking happy and I feel free. And maybe I don't have a shit ton of money. Maybe I don't have an incredibly stable job, although I think I might. Maybe I don't have a fucking Bugatti and a Rollie, but I don't give a fuck about those things. And if you give a fuck about them, then that's cool. But you are part of me and I am part of you, and all these things, these people that I could so easily hate and say, what the